Hey, welcome to your reading. My hand immediately reached for the intuitive tarot deck. I didn't even think twice, so I'm going to be using that for this reading today. Let's see what the deck has for us. Very beautiful. I'd like to shuffle for one more card to get a clearer story. Thank you. We have two. Very clear. So we have the Three of Cups. Sorry, Three of Cups and the Devil. And then we have the Hangman and the Hermit. So I'd say that the opening energy of this reading was very beautiful with the Three of Cups and the Devil because of how much support I'm immediately feeling with some potential shadow work. Big potential shadow work actually, because now I'm noting the presence of the Devil and the Hermit. So, directly speaking, you or someone you know may be going through a really dark time right now. And the very sure solve is surrendering to your intuition. Stop putting so much expectation on what you should or shouldn't be doing at this time and focus purely on what you feel deep inside you need to do as an answer to your spirit. You'll know the difference between some kind of urgency for a material answer or satisfaction versus something that needs to be satisfied from a point of spiritual connection, like it comes from your body to do the thing. If you still aren't connected with that, then try to ask yourself whether or not it's a direct yes. If it's a full on yes, then it's a yes. If it's a maybe, then it's a no. If it's a no, it's a no. But it has to be a full on, almost exciting, buzzing yes, or a very grounded yes. You know what I mean? You'll know. You'll know. And if, again, none of that helps, then reach out to a friend, call a friend, get together, seek company. This is also giving something on the line of like suicidal ideations. This is a really deep mental pit that I totally understand. And so I would further understand if it is that it doesn't resonate, that you need company. If you hear someone say, call a friend or whatever, reach out to someone, and there's a part of you that's like, oh my God, how many times? Just fucking reach out to someone, okay? Just do it. Just do it. I feel called to then suggest, with also the image of the flame that appears in the Three of Cups here, that if you can't reach out to someone in person, if you can't reach out to someone alive, try reaching out to a spirit. Light a candle and talk to maybe someone who has passed on, who you knew you felt safe with. It's giving that you likely have someone in your life, even if it's a grandmother, a parent, someone who you really trust. And if none of those, then reach out to your spiritual figures. Speak to Jesus, the archangels. It feels like there needs to be support here, and there's a huge possibility for that, and that really changing your sense of nurture and safety. Like it's going to really change you once you reach out to someone. It really will. Maybe it hadn't before. Maybe you've seen it not work for others. Maybe you just don't trust people, but it's going to work this time. It really will. Consider trying Reddit as well. You can post, I think, anonymously and be honest about the way that you feel. I know that in times of uncertainty, and I've seen it with other people's posts, Reddit really helps. It really does. And I thought to myself, I really wish I had Reddit in my times of dark night of the soul exploration, because that's what this is also giving. That you or someone you know may be going through a dark night of the soul. Reddit is so helpful. It's such an amazing social media platform. Really great for connecting with raw emotions, you know? Um, beneath beneath the deck, you have the Eight of Cups. This is quite the loss, friend. This is quite a painful processing that's possibly leaving you a little bit guarded, Knight of Swords, and really afraid and bracing yourself for the worst all the time, and very, very vulnerable. It feels like there may be a lack of perceived strength in you or someone you know where you feel like you're facing the situation very, yeah, raw, like you're raw. Again, lean on your community, lean on your friends. You'll be so surprised by the things that they have to say, the way they say it, and the way that can touch you in a way that gives you hope and gives you endurance and makes you feel like you can keep going, because that's also a thing here. When you're in the state, you have to keep going. I recommend being in motion, like physically, to making sure you take a brief walk every day or literally just change spots, because this can keep you still. And like you can lie in bed all day and not want to get out of it, or like binge, sit on the couch, whatever the fuck. If you're going to do that, binge in different places. So watch one series in bed. Next episode, watch it on the couch. Next episode, try to change it outside, do something different. Switch it up. I also have read, I haven't done it myself, but I've read on how it's helpful to walk backwards. So, extending the idea of switching up your routine and behaviors. Try walking backwards for a specific period of time that apparently can liven you up. But again, with the Three of Cups, it's very, very important that you connect with other people and that you go out. Walk outside, and even as you're outside, try to give a few free smiles to people. It will charge you up, it will help you. And let go. It seems like there's something very specific that launched you into this tunnel. Try your best to go about accepting it for what it is, for what it has been, for how it's changed you, and surrender to how you are new and different. Obviously, surrender and process the feelings because this is still painful, but try to accept. Remind yourself with the acceptance that what's gone is gone. What is gone, and it's not going to come back. Again, I understand. I relate. You have the Page of Rods beneath that as well. Wait your time too. This reminds me of the story of Persephone. And again, what I've always taken from that story is that Persephone was dealt a bad hand. It wasn't her call, and there was nothing that she could have done to avoid it or to make it disappear sooner. That's normally the deal with Dark Night of the Souls and dark periods like this, where you have to face your subconscious, you have to face the devil, you have to be willing to be very fucking uncertain about what's beyond that, about like what happens now that you've realized all these things and felt through all this pain and experienced such loss. Like, what happens now? You don't know, no one knows. And it seems like with the presence of the hangman, it's on purpose, that it's unknown to you what's to come after this, whatever this is. Community, community, community. Don't feel like a burden. And if anybody does try to maybe make you feel that way, reach the fuck out to somebody else. And whoever this person is that ends up making you feel like you're a burden or whatever, cut them out of your healing experience. You are going through some shit right now. And you need to give yourself space. You need to give your heart. You need to work at giving your heart light and making it feel alive again. By being particular about who you choose to hang out with, by being willing to surrender, by reaching out and hanging out with others, but really they have to light the fire within you. They have to be able to make you feel safe. You have to be strict about that at this time. You are already in a very, very, very vulnerable state right now. This is a lot of pain, a lot of crying. I'm receiving a shock of some kind. I'm receiving a separation or a sense of betrayal that shocked someone. Now I'm receiving the possibility that maybe part of this is coming from a friendship betrayal. But that's a specific message. Either way, the point is you're not going to be the same after whatever this is. Let it change you. I feel called to touch on the devil. I think that the interpretation from that will be the most productive for what we're dealing with. This is a very energetic thing I'm feeling. We have skewed attitudes and perceptions, expediency, lack of integrity, justification and denial, major shadow issues, perversion, greed, envy, deceit, that need to be owned, not denied. Old entrenched patterns, especially those involving anger, old entrenched patterns is very the hermit. Fear or sexuality, enslavement to material things. I'm getting the feeling that I tried to mention in previous readings, but I didn't really finish the explanation all the way. It sometimes feels like the flesh is too heavy, or it's too sticky, or it's too close, you know? The spirit seeks more, a lot of looking around and really wondering, is this really all there is? Is it worth it? Stuff like that. Again, rely on your friends and trust that there is someone out there who really understands what you're going through, and you're never alone in what you're feeling, and you're never crazy. Considering everything right now, right? You're never too crazy, you know? I'm gonna leave it at that. I think that a lot of what this energy is has to do with your own processings, and all I could have done was like shine a light on it, but you could have, if this resonates, could have done without this reading, and could have more used a moment of stillness with yourself, because it seems like a lot of that is what will get you through, and in connection with others. Very important. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you in the next reading.